St. Thomas announced last week that guests 12 and over would need to be fully vaccinated before they would let them off the cruise ship and onto the island. I'm Charlene of IslandInfo.travel, and this is Tuesday Tea Talks. This is where I go over the information that's been going on in cruising and the Caribbean for the last week. If you are booked for a cruise over the next couple of months, or really any time, make sure that the cruise line has an updated email and phone number, and not your spam email. Does anyone else do that? Make sure it is the email that you're checking and the phone number that you can check, because when things change, like it did for St. Thomas, that's how they're going to communicate with you. So make sure that that information is the stuff you're looking for. So remember last summer, before we had the vaccine, and MSC and the European cruises had masks, and they stayed in their bubbles, and everything went relatively decently, and that's due to testing. So this is probably where we're kind of going here. Most of the cruise lines over the next couple of weeks are going to be introducing testing before you get on the ship, masks even if you're vaccinated in particular areas, not like everywhere, and really the only exceptions to that seem to be NCL and Celebrity. So just be mindful that you're probably going to need your mask still, even if you're vaccinated, and make sure that you pay attention to what kind of test that you need to take and the number of days from your sail date that you need to take it, because that's going to be very particular and it's going to be different based on the cruise line. That's also going to be important if you are just going to the Caribbean to stay at a resort. You definitely want to go to that island's visitor website. Most of them are requiring some kind of health visa and some kind of health questionnaire. Make sure that you've done whatever they need to do to get on the island, because you would not want to be turned away at the airport before you got to start your cruise or your stay. In general, cruising probably for the next couple of months until the cruise lines kind of sort out some protocols that work, it's going to require that you are flexible. Things are going to change. You're going to get maybe last minute notice. Like I say, you're going to want to pay attention to what's going on, but definitely bring your flexibility and your patience if you're cruising really in the next couple months. And protocols are going to change, because a lot of the protocols that they're saying now are set to expire like at the end of October or different times. So things are going to be kind of constantly changing until they get a good system down that works. So this might be a good time to use your future cruise credit on Royal Caribbean if you have some. They have got a bunch of promotions going right now, and they're even allowing some stacking of discounts, which is very unusual for them. So if you can be flexible on the ship and the sail day, you might be able to really leverage your future cruise credit very far. So check with your TA or your or call Royal Caribbean and see what you can do with your future cruise credits and get something on the book. So in addition to the really amazing videos that are coming out about Carnival's Mardi Gras, there's starting to be Alaskan videos coming out. So if you're like me and you're kind of holding back a little on starting your cruising, you can live vicariously through the vloggers on the YouTube. In other cruise news, Norwegian has been given permission to ask for your vaccination information, even in the state of Florida. So I seriously doubt this story is done, but for right now, they can ask for that information. Virgin Voyages started sailing last week out of the UK, and they kind of got off to a rocky start. They were doing tests before passengers got on to the ship, and some people were reporting it was taking like over 3 hours to get their test and to get on the ship. So the second set of what they call sailors, but cruisers, went out just the other day or today, and it went much better. The reports back are that Virgin got it figured out, so good job, Virgin. So in addition to being very mindful of the type of test that you need and the time period by which you need it to take it for your cruise or for your resort stay. You may also be required to carry a specific kind of insurance, especially for the unvaccinated. So definitely check that out with cruise line or with the island and resort that you're staying at to make sure that you're covered, because again, you would not want to get like all the way to Jamaica and then find out you needed a particular kind of insurance that you didn't have. And lastly, some countries, I know like Canada, has mixed the vaccines, like they maybe got a Pfizer for the first one and a Moderna for the second one. Verify before you leave your house that that is okay with the cruise line or the country that you're going to visit. Some of them are not allowing the mixing of vaccines at all. Some of them are not acknowledging certain vaccines. So be very mindful of the vaccines that you have and if that's going to be acceptable to the cruise line or to the country that you're trying to visit. In general, just be ready to bring your patience. And good luck with your cruising, everybody. Let me know if you're going on a cruise anytime soon. That would be awesome. And that's it for now. So until next time, live your truth and live well.